So I wanted you to calculate your max heart rate. So I wrote out some numbers here. So if you're close to 30, your max heart rate would be 190. If you're close to 40, 180, close to 50, 170, close to 60, 160, and close to 70, 150. The actual formula is the number 220 minus your age. Hey, MJ. So that's the actual number. Again, this formula is really a guide and an estimation. There is another formula that actually takes your resting heart rate into consideration, which is actually a little bit more exact. The most exact is a heart rate monitor. Even my Garmin is going to give you a fairly good estimation, but it's not exactly accurate, especially if you tend to run on the low side of blood pressure, which I do. It takes a long time for me to catch up on my Garmin. So I don't necessarily relate to that as far as how hard I'm working. I'm kind of at the end of my circuit. So what we're going to do before we get started is we're going to get everybody to find their pulse, and we're going to take a pulse, and that's going to be our base rate. So where you can take it, it was very cold down here when I started. So you can take a radial pulse, which is along your wrist. Use your 2 fingers, not your thumb. Your thumb has its own pulse, and it will screw up your number. Excuse my thought process today. I'm still kind of tired. So you'll just have to press to find it. A lot of people find it easier to find here. So right now, I just want you to find your spot. And then in a few seconds, so what we're gonna do is you're gonna count for 15 seconds. I figured we'd make the math really easy. And so we'll count for 15 and we'll multiply by 4. Joan's laughing. I even wrote out the numbers, Joan. Told you guys I'm tired today. So let me start the timer. Because this gives us our base. This lets you know where you're at. Where's my clock? There's my timer. Okay, everybody got it? We're going to start now. Stop. Okay, you don't have to tell me your number. Remember or write down your number. Okay, Annie didn't get her pulse, but you're still upright, so it means you have one.
Was it 15 seconds or 10 seconds?
15, Sylvan. We just did it by 4.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna do this through the workout. Okay, so if you didn't get it, that's okay, because I also have a range here. So the goal is that in this circuit, we want to try and do as many repetitions of the exercise in the time allotted. So I brought our time down to 30 seconds because 40 seconds is a really long time to go hard. So we're going to go in a 30-second increment. And I think I gave you 15 seconds off. I think that was the plan. Just look at that. Yes. So you are going to go as hard as you can with proper form for 30 seconds. If you think 20 seconds goes fast, basically you're just going to be setting up for the next exercise, right? We're going to go through our 8 exercises. I've shuffled them around and I've changed a couple, so we'll go through them together and I will demo those. Then we're going to take a heart rate at the end of that circuit, and we're going to count that 15 seconds again. I have a range from 65% to 75%. There are a couple of people here that could probably go higher than 75%. But for the bulk of you, I would say it's a split between 65 to 75%, right? And so once you get your number, I'll tell you what those numbers are. What that means is if you're below 65%, you need to go faster, right? You need to be doing more reps in that 30 seconds. You may think you're going fast, but our heart is not working hard enough. If you're over 75 and you're conditioned, which a number of you are, then you need to do a self check-in and say, how close over 75 am I pushing? So when I do my Sunday morning circuits, which we'll go to in March, he wants us at 85%. He's really pushing us. So we're getting right to the top end. The purpose of this training is to develop a better anaerobic system. Because when we are paddling in a sprint, in a 200-meter sprint, or pretty much most of a 500-meter sprint at a higher level, you're working anaerobically. And your body just can't get the oxygen to the muscles fast enough. So by pushing your cardio limit, you're training your anaerobic system to work more efficiently. And that's the whole purpose of this training. So it's a bit different than I'm telling you to go out for a 20-minute, jog or climb stairs or do those things, right? That's kind of a steady state. That's working your heart. This is a push, okay? There's modifications for all of the exercises. So I'm going to go through them with everyone. Joanne, I may even have a secondary one for you. I think I thought about you in the movements, so I think we can get most of them in. There may be just a few, but what I want you to think about, but I want you to be realistic in this first round, especially. Be realistic with what you can do. We're going to do 4 to 5 rounds. This is a 40-minute workout tonight. That's why we're not doing any of the other stuff. So if you are below 65, I don't want you to take off. My point is, don't take off and push yourself to 85 in your first round, because you're accumulating fatigue as the rounds go on. So try and find a steady pace that's going to keep you to that 65 to 75%, which I know you don't know where that is yet, but you'll figure it out pretty quickly because you're going to accumulate fatigue. We're going to take 3 minutes between the sets so that your heart rate comes down. So this is a real challenge tonight. So I'm thrilled to see so many of you here. It would be one of those nights where if we were at the tank, I'd be like, surprise. But I just did it on Zoom instead. So let's start with our warm-up, our regular warm-up. I will do it with you. And then I will show you the exercises, and then we'll get started. The good news is you're going to be done early tonight. All right. So I'm going to start my clock. Oh, who have we got coming in? Have you got them, Brenda? We're going in 5 seconds with our forward arm circles. Now this time, make sure we're going slow. We haven't done our mobility work yet, right? A little bit faster, a little bit tighter. Now really small, really fast. Switch. Palms facing up. A little bit faster, a little bit tighter. And really small, really fast. All right, squat to hip opener. So squat, and let's open that hip up. This doesn't have to be a fast movement. This is our warm-up. Bonnie, you can just do a straight raise, okay? So you're not throwing yourself off balance. So you can squat and take a knee up. And take your legs a little bit wider. So come out a little bit wide. There you go. Good. Good morning. So arms up over your head or by your head. You're pushing back like you're trying to reach for the wall. Up nice and strong. Keep that back flat. Only go until you feel that stretch in your hamstring. Up nice and strong. Make sure that you're pushing from your hips and you're not just throwing your body back. Leg swings. Find a balance point. You might need something to hold on to. And swing. And switch. Legs a bit wider, alternating toe touches. So we're reaching back, getting a spinal twist down and up. Alternating sides. You may not get all the way down to your toes. Just go again until you feel, so maybe you're here, that stretch in the back of your leg. Going into our YTWL, but I want you to do a bit of a forward lean now. So YTWL. Again, hello, TWL. YTWL. We gotta fight gravity this time now when we bend over. WL. And skaters or curtsy lunge for 30 seconds. Go. Really push. And down. Okay. Let's do a heart check. Find your pulse. Everybody ready? And count. Done. Okay, record that number. So I'll tell you that if you're close to 70, the low end is 24, 60, low end is 26, 50, low end is 27, 40, low end is 29, and 30 is 30. And again, this is a range. This is not an exact science because on Zoom it's really hard. Okay? So who was at 65% after your warm-up? Anybody? Close? Okay. Linda?
Could you repeat the numbers?
Sure. So this is the low end, Sylvain. So this is if you're at about 65%, and I just did it in age bands. So if you're close to 70, 65% is 24. 60, it's 26. 50 is 27. 40 is 29. And 30 is 30. Okay.
So are you saying that we should?
So that what I'm saying is, I want to know who after the warm up is already operating at 65% of their max heart rate. So there's a couple who've given me kind of a wave that they are already, we haven't done the circuit, we've just done the warm up and they're already at 65%.
Is that good or bad?
They need to stay at the pace that they're at, and they may need to back off. You shouldn't be pushing in a warm up to your 65%, right? It's a conditioning thing. So I need to know who to keep an eye on, and I may be yelling at you to just slow down a little bit, okay? It's a safety thing, because we went hard in the skaters and that would definitely have pumped you up. But those people who waved at me, for sure those people, I want you to make sure that your pace is about the pace we did the warm up at, okay? I don't want you trying to race for reps because you will spike. And what's going to happen is as you accumulate fatigue over these rounds, your heart rate will stay kind of climbing up slowly, right? Like I get a readout on my watch. For those who have a Garmin or a Fitbit, I see a readout and I can see the little spikes when I'm doing these types of workouts. So I know where my heart rate is at and when I've pushed. And what you see is you know, here's my graph. Maybe I'm here in round 1, right? And then in round 2, maybe I'm here. Maybe I'm here in round 3. By round 4, I'm way up here. And, you know, I may be the same, or I may really spike at the end of round 5. Okay? So I don't want anybody passing out. We're still trying to keep everybody safe. So this is pacing yourself. But pacing doesn't mean slow. It means you need to push. Okay? So at the end of each round, we'll do that. Yeah, I know. Some of them really pushed it in their warm up. That's what Brenda just said. That's great. So, but remember, we've got 4 minutes of work here now. Okay. So that's great, Linda. Exactly. And yours may go up fast. That's part of it as well, is one of the things we're training our heart to do is recover quickly, right? In those 3 minutes, you should be back in a recovery heart phase, right? Within the first minute, you'll see a big drop in your heart rate. It's really important you keep moving around and take water. You don't just sit, even though you might be really tired after we get through about the 3rd round. But I want you to make sure that you're still moving so that your heart rate doesn't plummet and it just kind of gradually comes down. And then we're going to push again, right? It's like hill training. We're going to go up the hill, and then we'll take a little break. And we're going to go up the hill, and we're going to take a little break. And hopefully we're going to get 5 of those in today. So here are the exercises. And like I say, a lot of them are the same ones we've been doing. I just added a little bit to them. So first one's always our squat. So for our A group, our 65% group, I want you to do a squat to a press. Okay, you've been doing squats so far. I want you to squat, and then I want you to drive up nice and strong and try and touch the ceiling. Okay, because I want your arms over your head. For our group that's pushing to your 75 to 80%, we're doing our squat taps. Okay, and again, you want to get that pace because you're going to go hard for 30 seconds. It's 10 seconds less, but I want that pace to be steady. Group 2, or exercise number 2 is our lunges, right? But we're doing them as quickly as we can. So A group, no arms. B group, arms up over your head as you go down into the movement. So it's this, right? We're challenging our heart. Exercise number 3, high knee march. So that's for my 65 to 70%ers. Really drive those knees up, but you're going at a really good rate. You do not have to run. That's my B group. I want to see some high knees and keep those knees nice and strong. Then we go into jumping jacks. This is the top of the hill. So either jumping jacks, or for those who can't do impact, I want you to really be pushing, but your rate has to be fast. From there, we go to push-ups. Anybody who has issues with blood pressure, make sure you're going down slowly, even if you don't get started at the 15 seconds. So whatever your version of push-ups is, this is for time. So you want to be nice and strong, good form, pull that core in. Then you're going to stay on the ground. I tried to divide it so we weren't getting up and down because I don't want anybody to pass out. We're going to roll over onto our back for bicycles. So we're coming in. So for the A group, maybe you're here and then you're switching. It's a pace thing. And then for the group 75 to 80, you're going regular. There's almost no pause between the repetitions. You'll stay on your back for windshield wipers, either bent leg, really pushing in this case. You really want to push those wipers because we want to try and get as many reps in as we can, whichever way you're doing it. Okay? I can't do, you can do elevated push-ups, Brenda. You don't have to do them on the ground. I just want to see multiple reps. Is that still going to aggravate your shoulder? Sorry, guys. Final one is, I'm waiting for Brenda to answer. You can unmute, Brenda. Either curtsy lunge or skaters for group A, and I will call all these out. It'll make sense after the first round. Second group, either mountain climbers or mountain climbers with a twist. So I'm looking at you, Lisa, and I'm looking at you, Sylvain, and I'm looking at you, Alan. So here's our mountain climbers. This is mountain climbers with a twist. Okay? And whoever else, Bernita, whoever else wants to challenge, really challenge themselves, that'll really spike you up. Okay? So yes, Brenda, that's okay if your heart rate goes down a little bit in that one because we're going to build back. So don't worry about that. I don't want anybody doing an advanced form of push-up that they're not ready for because I don't want to injure anybody. All right? Any questions? We have 3 minutes in the after the first round to sort it all out. It's kind of fun sitting here. All right. I'm going to get our timer started. So your first exercise is your squat. So squat to press straight up. I want to see those arms right by your ears, or a squat tap. Timer going. Getting ready. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. Go. Nice. Good. Jamie's adding a little jump at the top of hers instead of the taps. Very nice, Jamie. Good job, guys. Push, push, push. 10 seconds. Nice, Sylvain. Good work, everybody. Switch. Get in position. You're either doing forward lunges with alternating leg, or you are doing overhead lunges with your arms up overhead. Joanne, you can do a pulse. Okay, so you can just pulse. Is that going to work for you? Okay. Yeah, that's great. Oh, good, Joanne. That looks great. Good work, everybody. Switch. Getting ready. So a high knee march, fast walking, or a high knee jog for 30 seconds. We're going in 5 seconds, people. Go. Drive those knees up. Good work. Ten more seconds. Nice, Kathleen. Looks like the Flash. Switching. So jumping jacks or lateral lunges jacks, depending on your impact ability. So you're either up or jumping jacks. Go. Nice. Way to push, Joan. Holy. Keep those arms nice and straight in your jacks. 5 seconds. Down. Moving to push-ups. So whatever version you've been doing, I know I talked about challenging yourself after yesterday, but today is about reps for time. So you can be on the wall, but really strong. Lots of reps. Go. Take a half step closer there, Bonnie. Just a little bit. Just a couple inches forward. Better. Okay. Just because we're going for time. That was great form, though. Alan's rocking out those push-ups. Down. Roll over onto your back. You're either doing bicycle crunches. You can do penguin taps too, heel taps, if the crunches aren't accessible to you, or bicycle crunch. Go! Joanne, you can do just leg raises with your knees bent if that's hard on your hip. Nice. Look at you guys push. Good work. Down. Staying on your back for windshield wipers. Knees can be bent, legs can be outstretched. Getting ready in 5 seconds. Go. Really push from side to side. I want to see those legs swing around as fast as you can get them. Your range of movement only goes until you feel that opposite shoulder start to raise up. 10 more seconds. And switch. Slowly get back up. For our skaters, if you're group A, if you're group B and you want to push harder, you're into mountain climbers or mountain climbers with a twist. Go. Push. This is the last one. Nice, Anne. Anne's in her finish of her 500-meter race. Good. 5 seconds, you guys. Get a break. Down. Good work. Everybody, find your pulse. Everybody got it? Ready? Count. Stop. Write your number down. I'm going to call out the numbers for 75% in your age band, okay, to give you a guide. If you're really good at math, you can figure it out, but I figured your brain, the blood's already all in your muscles and not in your brain. So, all right, so if you are close to 70, your top end, your 75% is 28 beats. If you are near 60, your top end is 30 beats. 50, it's 31 beats. 40s, it's 33 beats. And if you're close to 30, it's 35 beats. Anybody over their 75%. So Jamie, I want you to take a hair off it, okay? Bernita, how much higher? Significantly? You're pretty conditioned.
It was 34. And I think you said 30 for 60.
Yeah, that puts you at about 80. So that's okay for you, but don't go any higher than that, okay?
I was
Linda, how are
like 3 points over.
Okay, so are you closer to the top end of your band or the lower end of your band?
I'm right in smack dab middle.
All right.
35.
So don't push any harder. Just see how that goes. You may have to take a hair off your pace. Okay, but that's good. Linda, how are you?
Same as Benita, she's 34.
Are you the same age as Bernita?
I don't know, I'm 55.
You may want to take just a hair off your pace. I'd like to see you more at about 75. Yeah, Kathleen, you're at 85. Just take a hair because we're going to go up. This next round is going to take us up, guys. So, and we've only got 10 seconds left in our rest.
Gwen, mine was at 31. Is that okay?
Hold on. You're close to 70, Annie?
Yeah, I'm 72.
Okay, that's what I thought. That's good. I would
Okay.
take just a hair off it, and it may be for you the getting up and down, right? And that's the one thing we have to watch with everybody is that we're not doing a really significant, a really fast change in that one. That's why I tried to keep the exercises. All right, well, let's get ready to start round number 2. I've given you 3 minutes off. Again, I really don't want anybody over 85. So 75 to 80 is the top. And then I know you all worked harder than 65. I saw it. I was really proud of all of you. So getting ready, we're starting with our squat to press or our squat jacks. We are going in 6 seconds, people. Go.
Oops.
That's okay. Good. Nice work, everybody. Try and find a pace that you can maintain consistently through that 30 seconds. You don't want the first 10 to be really fast and then you're like, man, I'm gassed. I can't do it anymore. Switch. Changing to lunges. So again, if you're trying to push harder, every time you put your hands over your head, your heart has to work harder. Go. Nice. Good work, Bonnie. Nice, Trish. Good. It's great. I can see all of you too. You're all doing a great job. Swing those arms up nice and strong. Straight arms. Switch. Either a high knee march, so a nice fast pace, high knee march, or high knees. Getting ready, 5 seconds. Go. Nice, Trish. That's a great pace for you. Nice, Annie. Make sure you're driving those knees up. Even though we're going faster, we still want to drive those knees up. You've got 10 seconds, people. Down. Moving into jumping jacks or a modified jumping jacks. 15 seconds goes really fast, doesn't it? 5 seconds. Go. Halfway. Bernadette, swing those arms right up over your head. Ah. You don't have to go faster, but get them right up. That was excellent. Excellent correction. Okay, switching to push-ups, whatever form that you are doing. Slowly change from vertical to horizontal, please. Go. Lead with your chest, Brenda, not your head. Take your arms a bit wider. There you go. Nice, Annie. Those are great. Good work, Bonnie. Nice, Jamie. Beautiful. All right, down to the mat, rolling over for bicycle crunch or penguin taps. Your pace is your own. Going in 3 seconds. Go. Look at you, Bonnie. You're a machine. Good job, Bernadette. Ooh, Sylvain is racing to the finish line. 5 seconds, people. Down. You can stay on your back. We're going into windshield wipers. Again, I want to see as the legs are arcing around, that's the quick part of the movement. Go. Don't get stuck at the top. Over to the side, swing around. Beautiful. Keep those knees zipped together as much as you can so they're one piece. Good. 10 seconds. Three. Switch. Get up slowly, please. Group A is skaters or curtsy lunge. Group B, mountain climbers with a twist. Go. Nice. Good pace, everybody. You're all working so hard. This is great. I know you guys don't think it's great. I think it's awesome. 5 more seconds. Push. Right through. Down. 3 minutes break, everyone. Getting ready. We're going to take our pulse. Everybody ready? Count. Stop. All right. Write your number down. Who's over 75%? Sylvain, okay. Kathleen, Linda, Joan, Bernita. Joan, how much over 75% are you?
I was at 33. 28 is 75.
Okay, you need to take your hair off it, little Miss Speed Bunny.
Oh,
Brenda?
goody.
What? Who's that?
I said, oh, goody.
Yeah, no, you shouldn't be at 33. Brenda, how high were you? 73%? Okay, Bernadette, so stay at that pace, okay? You know what pushed you is doing the arms above your head in that jumping jack, right? Coming here is elevating your heart. This is pushing, right? This is really pushing. So that's why I had you do it. Even if you're not doing as many reps, getting those arms over your head, your heart has to pump harder.
My max was over 90%.
Over 90.
my max, but it comes right down.
Okay. So watch your pacing.
Yeah,
'Cause
I
you
always
start
do.
to feel lightheaded. Okay.
Yeah.
And I don't
I
want
know.
to see all of a sudden Bernadette goes off the screen. That is not what I want.
No, no.
Okay. That's one of the hard parts with Zoom is you have to self-monitor, guys. Let me
Yep,
just see
I
how
got
much
it.
time we got left. You've got 40 seconds left before we go into the next round. Everybody's feeling okay though? You guys look great.
Yep.
Okay. All right. 25 seconds, starting with our squat. 83%. Yeah, Brenda, stay at that pace or take a hair off, okay? All right. Everybody's muted. We're going in 13 seconds. Oop. That was me. Go! Squat to press or squat jacks. Nice. Nice rhythm, Kathleen. That pace is awesome. Switch. Changing to lunges. So forward lunges or lunges with your arms raised. Going in 5 seconds. Start. Push off that front leg as you're going back. That's where the power comes from. There, much better, everyone. Don't let your body pull you back. You're pressing, you're springing off that front leg. Five more seconds. Switch. So high knee march or high knees. Go. Remember in high knees though, I know you're getting tired. Drive those knees up. You want to be at your belly button or higher. 10 seconds. Nice, Trish. Good job. Good work, Nalini. Switching to jumping jacks or modified jumping jacks. I'm starting to see puddles of sweat. 5 seconds. Go. Halfway. Keep your pace. Don't slow down. Five more seconds. Switching to push-ups. Again, nice solid pace. Go. Joanne, those are fantastic. You're getting lower each round. You're getting more range of motion. Nice, Bonnie. Just make sure you're leading with your chest, not with your nose. Either down to the mat or rolling on your back for bicycle crunch or penguin taps. 5 more seconds. Go. Nice, Gina. Those are great. I love the leg drive on that. Good work, you guys. 10 more seconds. Looking good, Bonnie. Looking strong. Staying on your back for windshield wipers. Again, remember that it's the leg movement. That's where the drive comes in. Go. There's no pause in the middle of the movement. Nice and strong, swinging from side to side. 10 more seconds. Switching slowly back up to standing, unless you're doing the mountain climbers where you're just rolling over. So you're doing skaters, curtsy lunges, or mountain climbers. Go! Take your time, Joanne. Nice and tall in your skaters, you guys. I know you're tired. Don't lean forward. Chests are nice and open. You're getting that oxygen into your body. 5 more seconds. Push. Down. Round 3. Everybody find your pulse. Everybody got it. And count. Stop. Record your number.
%72%.
Okay, that's good. I like that, Ann. That's good. Feeling okay?
Yep.
Yeah, you should be between 70 and 75. You should be fine. We're there. Anybody over their 85? Jamie, you're over 85%?
Over my 75 number.
But not over 80?
What was 80?
Okay, hold on. I'll figure it out for you.
I'm at 39 and 75 is 35.
And how old are you, honey?
35?
So you're close. Your 35 is 75%. So stay at that pace or take a hair off of it, okay?
Okay.
Don't push any harder than you are. Everybody feeling okay? Everybody got one more round in them? Yes. Yes, Gwen, we do. Okay. Yeah, if you couldn't find your pulse, Brenda just said she couldn't find her pulse, but it feels about the same. Again, oh, look, Lisa's little one is a bunny. See, it's fun when I get to coach. That's why I can't wait to go back to in person. Sorry, okay, no problem. Thanks, Colleen. Good work tonight. Make sure you stretch. This is going to be the tough round, okay? I've given you a little more rest. This is going to push. So whatever pace you've been holding, I want you to maintain that. You're tired now, right? This is where we push, unless I told you to slow down. So getting ready, starting with our squats. Oops, maybe I'll hit start. 5 seconds to start. Go. Full range of motion in that squat. Push those butts back. Better. Keep your chest nice and tall. You know, if you're trying to race, you're going to want to lean forward. And be nice and upright in your squat. Switch. Lunges or lunges with arms overhead. Yes. Lisa says, I find the lunges and knee lifts, I have to slow down to maintain form. Exactly. Go. Yeah, you can race through this, but if you're not doing it with proper form, guys, you're kind of being a bit counterproductive. I know we're trying to push our heart, but we always do it with good form. Halfway. Trust me, your heart will still be working. Switch. High knee march. Make sure you're driving those knees up. I'm seeing knees start to creep down, especially with my high intensity people. Go. Whoa, I can see Lisa's knees are almost at her head now. Challenge accepted. Good work, guys. Much better. That is much better than last round. I know you're tired. It's easy for me to say it. I'm just watching you guys on a screen. Don't worry, I'll catch up tomorrow when I go back to my regular workouts. Switch, jumping jacks. Those were awesome, Lisa. And they winded you, didn't they? 5 seconds. She took about 10% off her pace. Go. Awesome, Bernadette. Good, Nalini. Everybody's looking great. I moved my camera so I can see all of you. You're doing such a great job. 10 seconds. Hang on to your pace. I know you're tired. Switching to push-ups, whatever form or modification you need to do. We only have 4 exercises to go, you guys. We're in the home stretch. Go. Annie, you're like a rock star tonight. Good work. Tuck that bum just a little bit. Give me a little bit. There you go. 10 seconds. Yeah, this feels like a plank. That was a really long 30 seconds. Switch. Getting on your back for your bicycles or penguin taps. I think everybody's doing bicycles. Again, keep your pace. 5 seconds till we start. Go. Well done. Halfway. Five seconds. Switch. You're switching to windshield wipers unless you're Nalini, who's going to do bicycle crunch for me. 5 seconds. Go. Really swing. Be really strong in your swing. That's what really contracts your obliques. Almost there. 10 seconds, guys. Hang in there. Keep your pace. Switch. Last exercise, everyone. Slowly get up. Watch your heart rates. You're up for skaters, curtsy lunge, or you're staying down for mountain climbers or mountain climbers with a twist. Go. Don't ease off now, guys. This is the last 100 meters of our race. Nice and upright in those skaters, you guys. Don't lean over. Push. 10 seconds. We're in our finish. Beautiful work. Down. Let's find those pulses. Everyone ready? We're going to take it, then we're going to take it in a minute. Count. Stop. Write down your number. Everybody at their max? We're going to take another pulse in a minute. Then we'll take a break and have a cool down. Great work, you guys. You all worked so hard tonight. Very proud of you. That is one of the advantages to me being a bit under the weather, is I did actually get to watch all of you. 10 seconds until we take our pulse again. So find your pulse. Getting ready. Everybody ready? Count. Stop. All right. You won't get down to your recovery, but you should have seen a significant, that was 85 at the end of your circuit, Brenda? You guys can all unmute now. Brenda, you were 85 at the end of your circuit, right on? Nice, nicely done. Did everyone see a significant decrease? I can't give you a percentage for that. In that, I gave you about 90 seconds from the end of the circuit.
Yeah.
You should not be sitting at still a high elevated heart rate. Okay, that's a warning sign if your heart rate's not coming back down.
Mine didn't.
Didn't come down?
No, mine was still 27.
So Annie, take
Yes.
some nice deep breaths. Big inhale, big exhale. Take about 5. That'll help to bring your heart rate down. I don't know what that was, but that was pretty awesome.
I got down to 59. Is that too low? 59%?
That's good.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got down to 60%. So.
yeah. You want to be about 60%. That's where you want to recover down to.
Okay.
Because you're not going to get down to recovery. That's not enough time, right? It's going to take 3 to 5 minutes before you see yourself kind of at that recovery rate, which would be probably somewhere in and around after your warm-up, or a little bit lower than what you were after your warm-up. So I was doing some reading on this, and I've done these workouts before. I'm sure a lot of you have. So the man who invented the Tabata, an Asian man, I can't remember his first name, last name was Tabata, and in his study, he determined that doing these interval style workouts improved anaerobic capacity. Now, he was training with elite athletes by 28%, which is really significant. Like that's a huge increase in what our anaerobic capacity can be. So again, these are personal challenges, right? Some of you need to be at 65 because you're going to push too hard if you're at 75, right? Some of you can push to 80, 85 for sure. But I guarantee you that the 2 more times we're going to do this before we're on the water is going to directly correlate to your performance on the water. Not only will it correlate to performance on the water, things like, you know, when you got to take the stairs fast, you won't feel as winded when you get to the top of them. You'll see differences in your daily life. But I was so impressed. I mean, it is a bit of a privilege for me to be able to just coach tonight. I'd say watch, but I am watching to make sure you're safe. And just, you know, the effort from everyone was outstanding. You should all be really proud of yourselves tonight. So I would keep that little scrap of paper. The next thing we're going to do, so the next time we do this, I want you to mentally keep track of your reps and say, okay, I did, you know, 15 squats in 30 seconds. Did I do 20 squats in 30 seconds, right? So it'll be a little bit more math and it'll be a gauge. we're not going to get really granular in it. But the reason that I want you to do that is I want you to see your own personal improvement. Because sometimes you go, when are these workouts ever going to get easier? Well, the hard truth is they never get easier. You just get stronger, right? You get more capable, so you can push harder. So, you know, I don't ever want people to feel frustrated. They're like, oh, I keep doing these things and I'm still winded and I'm still at 85% of my heart rate and it's really hard. Well, that's good, you know, because that means you're getting stronger and you're improving. And that's really, we have the luxury of time in the off season and the dryland season to get stronger and get better. And you know, other than a couple of pups on our crew, we're all mature adults, and this is good for our longevity as well. Good for you, Kathleen. I don't know if everybody can see the chat, but she did track her reps. I could see you writing down. Good job, Kathleen. I usually have to track them as well. But I just wanted everybody to be kind of focused on their heart rate tonight. So I'll see if I can come up with some sort of form or spreadsheet so we can do it quickly. Because in 15 seconds, it really doesn't give you much time to write something down. And I know when I'm writing, my hand's like shaking and I can't really, you know, I have a hard enough time just remembering the number. So let's do a quick cool down together. I'm going to let you guys go. You guys did such a good job. All right, so let's do some shoulder rolls. I will tell you, I am really sick of getting needles.
How you feeling though, Gwen?
Well, I'm sitting, right? So I'm feeling fine. This arm, I could just like pop it off like a Barbie doll and put it somewhere else. So more pain with the Pfizer. Little bit of shortness of breath today, a lot of fatigue. I was really tired, but not sick like I was with the first AstraZeneca. Cross arm stretch, guys.
It's nice that you finally got a Pfizer though.
We specifically, and I know there's been lots of news stories about shopping and things like that, but the pharmacy that we go to, they gave us the option of which one we wanted. Go into a tricep stretch. And so we specifically picked Pfizer over Moderna. So it probably delayed us by a couple of weeks, but my personal feeling was that for travel, that I think Pfizer will be kind of accepted as the gold standard switch. And I didn't want to have any issues because we were Team AZ at the beginning, right? So that was really the logic behind waiting. But it's done. It's not like I leave the house. This is kind of where I hang out now. So tricep stretch.
Yeah, I've had my 4th shot booked and canceled twice. And now it's booked again for tomorrow. I'll see if it gets canceled again. But the government keeps saying, yeah, you can have it. And then telling the pharmacy, no, you can't, you're not allowed to give it. And then telling them, yeah, you can give it. And then, no, you're not allowed to. So my pharmacist called me yesterday and said, keep it.
Next
and he's
stretch,
working on
everybody.
it.
Well, that's good.
So we'll see. Maybe I'll have another cancellation tomorrow. Maybe I'll get a shot. I'm going for Moderna though. I've had 3 Pfizers.
Okay. It's so bizarre to me that this is just so becomes such a part of our vernacular, right? Switching, you know, all these new words and these conversations that we have that just seem part of our everyday language. And it's still so surreal to me. Like, it's 2 years. We were watching the news the other night, and I'm not even going to say the word right, but it's called asynchronous. And some of you who are still no kids in the school system switch. It's the blend of online and in person. And this little kid is about this big being interviewed. It's okay, we just went to asynchronous. I thought, I don't even know what that means. It's like, and these kids, it's part of their everyday language. Let's go into a forward fold. Let's go into a nice wide forward fold. So deep breath up and down. Yeah, I think of my niece who's going to be 5 in April. And, you know, her whole world, that all her memories will be of this time, her earliest memories. Walking
My
over
3-year-old
to
granddaughter insists she's only ever been hugged by somebody that lives in her house.
Yeah, exactly. When we do video chats with her back to center, it's Auntie Gwen, I just miss you so much. Back to the other side. It's like, yeah, sweetie, I miss you too. And anybody who's, you know, dealing with treatments or any kind of chronic injuries, roll up slowly and we'll go down to the mat. You know, my dad, some of you know, my dad had a really bad case of shingles in 2018 and suffers debilitating nerve pain because of it. And it's stopped any option going to a figure 4 stretch, so ankle across the knee. You know, I keep saying, like, Mom, you got to get him into a specialist. Like, he can barely function. And they just keep medicating him. And it's just so sad that it's rippling through. And surgeries, and it's going to take years for us to feel back to our regular normal, if at all. So I'm so grateful that we still get to connect this way. Technology has been a blessing. Switch legs, ankle across. And we can still train, and we can still be strong, and we can still be healthy. And that's what we hang on to. And down, bring your knees in, give yourself a hug. Do a little bit of a lower back massage. Roll over to one side. Switch directions, we're gonna do a pigeon. So sometimes it's easy if you start at tabletop, swing your leg out. You want your leg to be at about a 90-degree angle, and then you're just gonna snake that back leg back. And then you may just hang out here. You may feel enough of a glute stretch here. Or you may come down to your forearms, rest your head on the floor. Make sure you're breathing nice and deep. Because this was a largely anaerobic workout, there will be lots of lactic acid buildup from this workout. And coming back up and switching sides. Snaking your knee back. Finding your position, so you may be up here, be down here. And coming back up. Sit on our bums, legs out in front. Taking one leg, crossing it over. Grabbing with the opposite arm and going into a spinal twist. Coming back to center, switching legs. Opposite arm on your knee. Twist. Make sure you're breathing. And back to center. Soles of your feet together. Just let your knees drop here. Nice and tall, breathing. Rolling over to one side, slowly coming up to standing. A couple of nice deep breaths here, and I'll let you go. Ready? Breathing in, holding at the top. And exhale. Really empty your belly at the bottom of that breath. You're blowing out all that carbon dioxide. Last one. And pat on the back to everybody tonight. Great work. Proud of all of you. Awesome, awesome job.
I just would like to say well done to the entire team. Task force.
Thank you, Gwen.
Thank you, Gwen.
Thanks, Gwen.
You,
Thanks, Gwen.
You're welcome.
It's awesome, Gwen.
Thank you, Gwen.